This is the beginning of really a new coalition, a new coming together, the Shelter of Peace, to work with our congregations, to work with our government and our providers here in the city to really make a difference.
Being afraid and having to be forced to figure out what am I going to do tomorrow, where am I going to eat, worrying about how I'm going to get there, worrying about will my shoes last that long.
They actually only fund 42 beds for LGBT homeless youth.
I want to talk about what it means in their lives, in their hearts and their souls, to have been abandoned and left out like this.
All I can do this morning is speak to you about things like compassion and humanity and moral imperative. And I think in some respects that is, for each religion in this room, to some degree, what it's all about.
We need the faith community to be ready to sign, write, call, visit Albany and City Hall when the time comes, and demand that every one of our kids has a bed in a safe space, period, the end.
The first thing is that the Shelter of Peace Coalition is calling on to take a weekend of January 20th, 21st, and 22nd as a New York City congregational focus on this issue. We're all calling on all congregations of different faiths to use their main worship service during that weekend to give a sermon, to give out information, to have guest speakers come in, to do whatever's appropriate in your congregation to focus on some aspect of this issue. Secondly, we're asking people through Passover or through Easter, whatever is your faith tradition, to issue a weather report at every service that you have, which announces what the weather will be in New York City that night and how many kids are going to be on the street that night. God of Abraham and Sarah, Divine Spirit who blows open the walls of our tents, the doors of our homes, and the fabric of our lives. Open us to the world around us as a blessing and not as a curse. Let us encounter those who are strangers as a blessing and not as a curse. Take us into your